I'll ask that dreaded question again. Any questions? Yes, all right, finally.
How do you practice blast beats? Because
I call Ed and ask him how to do them correctly. And I asked Derek how to do it. No, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you. How do I practice them? I really don't practice them a lot because I don't utilize them a lot. And well, all right, I can't, I'm lying. I have practiced them, but I don't sit in the house and go all the time. Sometimes, bomb blast, same thing. Because as much as I have the technique and I do use them for some things, I'm not an extreme metal guy. I'm not at that, kind of level and all that. But really, I will say that it's just learning how to, it's single stroke roll, really. One of the things that I can tell you that's helped me was just practicing a single stroke roll and then moving the right hand to the ride cymbal. With the kick matching the right foot. Or with the kick matching the right hand. Because a lot of that time, and Ed will attest to this, remember the email that I sent you? I'm like, it's all in the one. You're like, no, you're leading with the right hand. Because I always thought, to me, I just figured blast beat was just, and it's not. That's a hammer blast, but the real blast beat is a 16th stroke roll. So what's helped me with that tremendously really has been hanging out with Derek all the time, because I get, I always pick his brain, help me do this a little better, blah, blah. And he's like, well, you have to feel it more, just and really breathe while you're doing it. So it's really like a 1, 2, 3, 4, like breathing in as you're playing, I find what helps me is if I accent the one. Stuff like that. And if you could do economy way too. I can't do it that way. I'm so locked into trying to do it one foot, because that's really the traditional way of doing it. So that's the one little exercise I can tell you, just the single stroke roll and move your hand over. Because for the longest time for me, I could never just get down playing the straight blast with leading my right hand, because it always just felt uncomfortable. And I would just do I'd go back to the bomb blast, or hammer blast too. But the thing is, once I started practicing it as a single stroke roll, and just moving the hand over, that's what made more sense to me. Because if I locked myself in like this first and then just moved the hand, after a while I could just go right into it. Stuff like that. So that helped out a lot. And it's just, once again, it's just practicing this stuff over and over again, especially with blasts. That's just really sitting there and just going for it. That stuff, on paper, it's a simple thing, but it takes technique in order to do it. And sometimes the molar comes into effect. You can't just, tighten up and whatnot, because that's what, when you start tightening up and getting stiff, that's when things start falling apart. So I always, if that happens to me, I can feel it in my muscles. I stop, I take a break, all right, relax, stretch out a little bit, do what I got to do, and then go back to it instead of just trying to, plow through it. Another thing that helped too was just literally like years of playing along the Slayer, getting that right hand down, That's really the basis of it, and I've talked about that before in clinics. Like if you don't have the two-step and the skank down, if you don't have that beat down, you're not going to be able to play. That clear it up? Cool. Was I kind of right about that stuff, Ed? Okay. Any other questions?